Hello, beautiful world. I'm Elliot Brantley. Hello, beautiful world. This is Elliot Brantley, and welcome to my channel. This is my very first YouTube video. So today, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I work in a job where I'm a beauty consultant, so I'm always playing around with makeup. I've been playing around with makeup since I was probably 15 years old, and I'm just going to talk about some things I've learned throughout the years and pretty much just sharing my passion with makeup with y'all, and hopefully y'all learn something through this too. Today's video, we're going to be going over the Jacklyn Hill palette Volume 2. Now, I don't know about y'all guys, but there was a little tea about the first palette where Morphe had some formulation changes and they didn't tell nobody about it, and people were quite upset about that, and about Jacklyn Hill's lipsticks having fuzz and pockets in her first launch just not doing well. Now, I don't want to get into the tea. I don't want to hate for Jacklyn Hill if you like her or dislike her. What I really care about is how well this palette performs. Does the eyeshadow stay on? Does it look beautiful? Does it wear really well throughout the day? So I'll be doing a little critique list about the performance of the palette. There will be a checklist somewhere in this video. It will tell you whether if the performance is good, there will be a check. If there's kickback, fallout, there's going to be an X. It's just going to tell you what's approved and what's not approved. So, the Jacklyn Hill palette. Now, before I get into this, have reviewed this palette before, but the first video just did not take. There was no audio. So I'm reopening this package. I want to be transparent to y'all that I've already looked at it and already played with it. But I still want to give you the same feel that is what I think about it. So, as far as packaging, I think it is very nice. I think it gives it that very bougie, chic look, like you're getting something very luxurious. It's got white layout and it has a very nice chrome lettering and even chrome on the sides. So I'm going to flip it over. On the over, this is Jacklyn Hill, and basically she is just thanking her subscribers and her followers on the back of the package. So we're going to go and open it. Now the palette looks very much like the box. You still have that same white layout. You have the chrome lettering. You have the chrome on the side. So when I open it up, it had a little plastic protector. So these are all the shadows laid out. So far, I really do like the color scheme. There is a lot of neutrals in here, which is really great for beginner people. And then you have pops of color to actually play around and experiment with. Now I want to go over pigmentation and texture. So I'm just going to pick a few of these colors randomly that I might try on my eye. I think that this Pixie Girl, which is a bright pink, almost magenta, I think that looks nice. It has a very smooth formula. It's white, very pretty, but we're going to see how it lays out on the eye. Next color I'm probably going to go into is called Not My Journey. It is a dark purple, and purples are hard to make. Usually when you put them on, they usually blend away to nothing, so we're going to see if this actually doesn't blend away and stay. I might use Certified, a white shade, for a highlight, or just something to help dull the colors or help it blend better. And then I think for the inside portion of my eye, I want to go Ride or Diamonds, which is this nice little very shimmery pressed glitter shade. And those will probably be the 4 colors I'm going to use to create my eye look today. I'm going to actually go out and get my brushes. My eyelids have already been primed. I've already done my face makeup. I know that people usually do their face makeup last. I'm going to do it first. I want to see if there's any fallout or anything like that. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to dip into Tipsy Girl. And I am going to take me a little mirror so I can see what I'm doing. and I'm trying to open it up backwards, so no, I had it right the first time. So there's that little goof. We all goof up in life. It happens. So I'm just going to take this pink shade, and I have hooded lids. So what I've noticed with my hooded lids, if I put the color I want in the crease, which I don't really have a crease, but if I just pack it right in there, and I have to do this gradually, and so far I don't see any fallout happening. I don't see any pink falling down on my eye. As far as the palette, there is a little bit of kickback when you use your brush. There's a little dusting that's falling there. That bothers some people. It doesn't bother me. But we do have that kickback in there. But pretty good where I don't see no fallout so far. So I'm just going to take this. This is a nice little blending brush. And I'm going to blend with side to side sweeping. And I'm just going to do that to bring it up. Now that looks nice, but I want to build that color. So what I keep doing is I take that same clique, get a little knockout, and I go back into whatever my crease is, and I always blow it up outside my crease. Again, because my eyes are hooded, I want you to see that color. So I have to keep going in to blow it out. I think that the pink so far is blending in very nicely. This is supposedly a vegan palette, so they do use dyes. So your eyes could stain, but usually if you're playing with color, your eyes are going to stain anyway. So I'm going to keep building that up until I get it just where I want it. I think that it is blowing up very nicely. And I'm just going to go in there again. So what I'm really loving about the product is, again, I'm not experiencing any fallout, which is nice for people that like to do a full face first and then put on their eyeshadow. Now all I'm doing again is I'm just going in from the crease, and I'm using side to side and little circular motions to blow up that pink. And this pink is really going to be that transition color to help mix in the purple shade I'll be using. So I think that looks very nice. So I want to go in with Not My Journey. And I'm going to focus the shade on the outside corner of my eye. So I'm just going to put it there, and it does look very bold, even though I tapped it off. So I am just going to keep this in the center and the outer V of my eye, which is just this little outer portion. I'm going to blend it and see if this purple does a magic disappearing act, which we don't want, or let's see if it really stays and just blows out. So really I should only have to do my brush very softly, and the brush should really do the work. So far it does like it's blending. It is getting rid of that harsh line, so far so good. I do think I can amp this up a little bit gradually, which, you know, you can always add more eyeshadow, but it's harder to take away, so it's better if you do it in small doses and just build up to that color you want. But so far the pigmentation is very good. I can obviously see that purple. I'm obviously putting it there on the outer portion, and I'm just going to keep blending this until it goes to where I want it to go. And I'm just going to keep doing this and doing this until I can blow it out to where I want to blow it out. You know what they say, girls, the third time's a charm. So this is the third time I'm going in with this purple shade. I really want to just pat it in. I just really want to go in and just blow it out. I do think it's blending well. I'm trying to get rid of any harsh lines. So I'll just keep going that. Like I said, if you have trouble with blending, sometimes you can take a nice white, which is certified, tap that off. There is a little bit of, you know, kickback in the pan. Again, I've explained that. And I'm just going to put that on the outer shade. And then I'm going to take that same purple and just dab it ever so slightly, not very hard. And this will help with any really harsh lines. As you see, it is blending out a little softer. There's no harsh line. You want everything to be like a little gradient. So I think that looks nice for what it is. I'm finally going to go in with Ride or Diamonds. It is a shimmer, so it's probably best applied with the fingers, but I'm just going to test it on a brush, see how it applies. I'm not really seeing much pickup on the brush, but again, we'll try it. And I'm not seeing much of anything happening with the brush, which can be very typical of shimmers. So I'm not going to give it a bad review with that. I'm going to go in with my finger, and I am trying to just go ahead and just press it in there to give it that color, which I do think is a very nice shade. So I think that looks very nice. And I'm going to go ahead and take Certified, that white shade, and just pop that into the inner corner just to bring a little brightness to the eye. And I think that kind of looks cute. So thanks to the power of editing, I'm going to actually have the other eye done in just a quick second. And the other eye is finished. So we're going to go through the overall performance. I think the packaging gets an A+. I approve it. I think it was very chic, very luxurious. It made me feel like I was getting something very special. Now for the color scheme, I think the color scheme is wonderful, y'all. I mean, you have all these neutral shades for a very basic look. So I find that very beginner friendly, and it's at the top. That makes it very easy where you don't have to actually dig around. You can actually stick to a row and know it's going to look nice. You have pops of color scattered out near the bottom. So you have, a way to experiment and have fun with it. I love the color scheme. I think that's wonderful. The pigmentation was there. It was not very hard to build up colors, and the colors stayed pretty true, I think, to what was in the pan. And then if we get to kickback, I didn't, it's not an issue for me. For some people it is, but there was kickback in the pan. If that's a deal breaker for y'all, then I wouldn't get it because there's kickback. Fallout, I had no trouble with fallout. Lots of eyeshadows have fallout. This one had like none. So it's safe to say you could play around with this if you did your makeup first. So from a rating from 1 to 10, I'm going to give this product an 8 just because of the kickback. I mean, for some people that's not an issue, for others it is. If that's an issue for you, I wouldn't get it just because people worry about kickback falling into the other colors and muddying them up. As Elliot Brantley, I approve of this palette. I think it's wonderful for beginners. I want to thank y'all for watching me. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Jacklyn Hill Palette Volume 2. Give me feedback. What did you like? What did you not like about this video? Where can I improve? And do not forget to hit that bell and that subscribe button on the link below. Mwah.